I may have created a monster and I want to talk about it. It's Caleb Maddox, the young entrepreneur, millionaire, sales guy, just got sued by the FTC. We're going to go over it. This smoke is way too much. Hold on one second. Okay, we're back. Sorry. I do feel like a Sith Lord or something for not doing more to stop this. Guys, FTC just sued Caleb Maddox and his business partner for something called air.ai, which is like this sales company where they would do all your calls for you using the magic of AI. Of course, it was overpromised, underdelivered, but unfortunately, a lot of people left feeling completely scammed. So much to the point that even among a sea of overpromising by AI companies, the FTC literally sued them because they were causing losses of up to $250,000 for individual businesses. The complaint says Caleb and his company bilked consumers out of roughly $19 million over the course of a few years, according to the FTC. Now, huge news. But I want you to know, we knew Caleb's was a grifter a long time ago. He was on our radar not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 years ago. You can see us here having a debate with at the time, I guess he was 19 or something, the millionaire visionary, what called himself. And, he was basically pitching back then something called the YTA method. And he made millions of dollars with that too. Listen, the kid could sell. Well, it turns out you can sell if you overpromise stuff. And basically that's exactly what he did. And he says even on this call, if you bought his course, he was liable if you didn't basically succeed. He said it was our responsibility to make people succeed if they bought it. I'm going to play a clip from our little debate together back when me and Caleb were nothing but wee little pups, okay? And it was my chance to stop this man before he wreaked havoc on the world.
Then you call poor people passing over opportunities repeatedly. Poor people are passing over opportunities repeatedly.
I don't tell people in YouTube automation that it's their fault if they don't succeed. I don't tell people that.
You just tell poor people that.
But I will say, no. I say to everyone, if somebody's a YTA, I believe they took advantage of the opportunity. It's our job to get them results. So I understand where you're coming from, but I guess everyone can't understand greatness. And I've always believed small-minded people will never understand big thinkers.
It's just your typical grifter slop, believe in yourself hard enough, whatever. But the core thing that he says there is, look, if you sign up to his YTA method, it's his responsibility to make you successful. But follow up, a few short months later after that call, he went ahead and emailed me. And he said, "Hi, Coffee. Hope life is treating you well. I'm shooting you a message because I'd like to do a live stream with you in the middle of the week." He said he wanted to make a public confession about the YTA. He has nothing to pitch. Then he gave me a title sample, 18-year-old millionaire's public confession. This was my chance. I could have had the confession from the man back then. I tell him to be even more specific, and he says, basically, I want to explain why we have practically shut down selling YTA and processed $1.5 million in refunds. I want to retract some things I said in the previous interview and come clean. I respond, I'm fair enough. I'm down to hear you out. When's good for you? And then I followed up and I got no response. The window had closed. But that wasn't even my last chance to talk to Caleb, because again, on November 2022, 2 years later, he asks if I'm open to having a call this week. He only needs 10 minutes. I respond, what's it about? No response, okay? But I could have followed up. Maybe I could have reached the guy, okay? I could have fixed him. Now that all brings us to 2024, 2025, when air.ai gets released. This is a chatbot where Caleb Maddox was behind it and basically promised that, they could do sales calls with their AI. And it was wildly overpromised and underdelivered for people. But here's a basic part of the demo that I want to show you real quick.
Tesla Motors. How's your day going so far?
It's going pretty good, my man. How about yourself? You said from Tesla, right? It's the car company?
Yeah, that's right. I'm calling from Tesla Motors, the car company.
So that's the basic idea. It's a chat bot where you buy their license and it'll handle all your sales calls. That was kind of the pitch. That was kind of the idea. And now to be clear, a lot of companies are trying to do this. What made Caleb Maddox and his goons different is that they were claiming that their AI technology can have full 10 to 40 minute long conversations that sound like a real human with infinite memory, perfect recall, and can autonomously take actions across 5,000 applications and do the entire job of a full-time agent without having to be trained, managed, or motivated. To do this, you had to get the Air AI Access card. Now, in a twist that will surprise almost no one, this conversational AI really didn't work. The FTC alleges the conversational AI technology was never available and that you had to instead build this like long tree of decisions for the AI to take in order to actually make it work, saying that getting the conversational AI to function at all times requires a substantial time commitment where consumers must pre-script answers for every potential question, making it nearly impossible to use. Now, in addition to that, they had a twist to the whole offer where instead of like using the technology, guess what? You could also sell the technology to other people because of course you could. So they said you could have a license which would allow you to use and resell the world's most sophisticated conversational AI. They claim that you could get up to $1 million per month, saying that it could even be $10 million a month paid out to you. I mean, they were just making wild claims left and right. This is what Caleb Maddox was sort of known for before. But of course, this time there was a problem because as we said previously, Caleb Maddox said, oh yeah, I had to refund a lot of people for the YouTube automation method that didn't really work like it was supposed to. And according to Caleb, he needed to make a confession for it. But in addition to that, now air.ai is struggling with the same similar idea. Consumers signed contracts offering a refund for, quote, any reason at all. They called it the industry's boldest guarantee. Within 6 months of joining the program, the client will have used air.ai to generate revenue equal or double to the initial cost of the Air Access card. If not, the client will have the option to cancel their Air Access and forgo the Air platform, where they will be refunded the initial cost. Now, we actually have a refund documenting some of this refund experience. This guy kind of explains what it was actually like.
If for any reason you're not happy with the service, we refund your deposit and buy back your agency. It has been an excruciating process. And basically he's telling me that, yes, he wants to refund the deposit, they don't have the money. And this is funny because he's telling me that they need the money to run the business day to day.
So yes, you heard that right. This guy tried to actually get a refund from Caleb Maddox. It took weeks to get a response. Finally, he gets a response that we'd love to refund you, but we have too many expenses. We can't. We literally can't refund you. So yeah, it's a money back guarantee unless they've already spent your money. So yeah, that's basically the grotesque story. They promised a bunch of things and lied about them. You're not actually going to get the conversational AI. You're actually not going to get your refund in many cases. And that's what the FTC alleges. But the part where I really felt like I let people down, okay, is that not only did I call this guy out a long time ago, I probably could have gone harder. I could have maybe gotten the millionaire confession, the 18-year-old millionaire confession, and I didn't. But also, I knew about air.ai being kind of a con for a while, and I even messaged Caleb Maddox about it to try to start to cover it. Unfortunately, as things happen, you know, things get piled up on your plate, and I just basically didn't get around to it. I mean, that's the bottom line. Here's my message to him. I share my skepticism, the accusations, and I didn't do it, guys. I don't know what can I say. I just want to put this out there. I let Caleb, the millionaire grifter, slip through my fingers, and the guy has just gone on to continue to overpromise and underdeliver. Listen, I hope Caleb gets his life together because he's a young kid. I mean, he started out as a young kid and he's kind of grown up into this grifter world. Now I guess he's older, maybe 20-something, 23 or something. But ladies and gentlemen, the pattern has not changed, whether it's YouTube automation or it's air.ai. Caleb Maddox is still overpromising, under-delivering. I want to get the word out there so the next time it happens, people will see this coming. And yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to report on this scam, express my own disappointment with myself for not catching it sooner. Given that this guy's been on my radar forever, all I can say is we've been like ships in the night several times. You know, just the confessions almost happened and they didn't, but now you know. Now you know. We almost got the millionaire, 18-year-old millionaire public confession, guys.